making hot chocolate.
She would like some hot chocolate on this very warm, sunny day. Whoa, you need a cup, silly. Want to show them what kind we are using? Today on the menu is chicken and dumplings. It was on the menu yesterday. If you caught our video yesterday, I put 2 videos up yesterday. I have been. Our van is open. Did you leave the van door open? If you caught our video yesterday, so I've been doing the egg videos, which are only like 1 to 2 minute long videos for YouTube, and I have been putting those up every single day for the past 15 days. We're on day 16 now. And if you hear Emmett in the back...
I'm going to dunk on Emmett's head.
Yeah. If you hear Emmett in the background, he is protesting nap time. And he keeps throwing all of his blankets out of his crib. And I keep putting him back in, saying, no, you're going to take a nap because we are on a time crunch again. It's the end of the school year. This happens every year. But I'm super excited. I got a text and they said, can you help out with track and field day? So I'm going to be going over there at 1, which it's 11 now. So here's my plan, because I originally planned to start the stewed chicken at like noon, but I'm going to start it now. I was going to start it at 10 after I said yes to this, but I'm going to start the stewed chicken at 10, and then I'm going to do everything else for the chicken and dumplings at 4 when I get home. Yes, that should work good. So I don't know if I'm going to film any of that because it just takes so long to film things. I just wanted to pop on and say what's going on. And yeah. So I was saying about the eggs last night. What was I saying? Oh, I went ahead and did 2 videos yesterday that were longer. So my album that's titled Chicken Egg Development, Day 1, Day 2, Day 3, Day 4. I have a video every single day since Day 0 of incubation. And I have been putting those up every day. But yesterday's video was a little longer. It was 8 minutes long instead of the 1 to 2 minute clips, which I've been trying to keep it to it's just showing how the egg looks under a light and you can see the egg growing. It's pretty cool. If you haven't seen that, pop over to that album and check it out. We're on day 16 now. And so that will be wrapping up here pretty quick. And we have 51 chicks developing in their eggs.
My hair is turning white.
I'm not sure if that many will hatch. It's just the lighting. Are you worried you have gray hair? I have grays. Anyway, last night's video was 8 minutes long because I pulled out the 5...
Oh, it's just my body.
I pulled out the 5 eggs. I candled each one, and I pulled out the 5 that weren't developing. But I started thinking about it and thought, even though those eggs weren't growing, they were holding heat. So what I did is I put them back in, and I labeled them with dark permanent marker so I could remember not viable. I put NV, not viable. And then I also put a giant X on them because for some reason I was thinking, what if I forget what NV means? Like I would forget what black permanent marker looked like all over the egg. I don't know. I was just like, I better make an X on here too. So I did. Yeah. ingredients. I will tell you the ingredients really fast. So for the stewed chicken, it is just stewing chicken, which I just got frozen chicken. I'm not really sure. I looked up on Google what stewing chicken meant, and I think it meant younger or older chicken. I can't remember, but anyway, just use whatever chicken you have if you're going to do this. Water, celery, carrot, onion, salt, pepper. That's the stewed chicken. And that's step number 1 for chicken and dumplings and chicken and noodles. So I'm calling it chicken noodle soup. My nose itches. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's itching so bad. I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to the ducks, and I just fed them, so. Alright, for the chicken and dumpling, it's flour, baking powder, snipped parsley, one beaten egg, milk, cooking oil, and remember for my recipes I'm using powdered milk from now on for the rest of this month because I'm trying to make my fresh milk last, and I think it's going to work. Just by switching powdered milk in the recipes, I haven't gone through nearly as much of the fresh milk. That was frozen, so it's technically not fresh. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. If you've been following along with this challenge, you know I'm trying not to go to the grocery store this month. Cooking oil and more flour. So that's the recipe.
And why are you going to the grocery store today?
We went to Tractor Supply today and we bought a new kayak. Woo-hoo! So I have been going to stores. I'm just trying not to buy grocery items, food items. So anyway, I had on my list that I wanted to get a new kayak because we had 3, but we have 4 kids who are big enough to, you know, maneuver their own kayak. So I got our last one today, and I'm pretty excited for the summertime because we're going to be doing a lot of like day trips because of all the projects I have going on. I don't really want to leave too much this summer for like week trips or something like that, but I want to do a lot of day trips, like day hiking, day kayaking, day, you know, we live in a really cool place. We live in Arizona, and where we live, the Grand Canyon is only a couple hours away. You know, there's a lot of like creeks, and there's forest area if you want, or a few hours down the road there's desert. So I'm hoping to do a lot of day trips this summer with our little family. Okay, now I'm going to cook, and I'm not going to film it this time. I'm just updating you. Don't know why. I don't know why. We live in a social media generation, and I feel like I have to just tell you what's going on, so that's what I'm doing. All right, talk to you soon. I lost my train of thought. So this recipe does not call for garlic, but I am going to be adding in 2 cloves of garlic because. Okay, cool. Chicken noodle soup is something that I do have under my belt of knowledge in cooking, and it's actually something that I make homemade all the time. I don't make homemade noodles. I just use the egg noodles, which is what I'm going to do. It has instructions in the book to use the homemade noodles, but I like the egg noodles. They always work out just fine for me. I tried making homemade noodles once, and it was just a disaster, and I just prefer the egg noodles from the store. I mean, maybe one day I will tackle making egg noodles and become a good noodle maker, but right now I'm not. So anyway, all I'm trying to say is I'm doubling the stewed chicken recipe because tonight we're having chicken and dumplings, and then on Thursday or Wednesday, I don't know, one of the days we're also having chicken noodle soup. And so I'm doubling the stewed chicken recipe so that I can use half for the chicken and dumplings and half for the chicken noodle soup. And I am putting 2 cloves of garlic. If I wasn't doubling it, I would only be putting in 1 clove of garlic. So that was a really long way of saying I'm adding garlic, and why I'm adding 2 instead of just 1. Doubling it, adding 2. Yeah, we like garlic, so I'm adding garlic in the recipe.
Garlic.
You don't like anything, so I'm sorry. Your opinion does not matter in this situation.
I like some things.
I know you like a lot of things, and you've been trying a lot of things, and I'm super proud of you. Okay, back to it. I'm realizing I should probably never tell my kid that their opinion doesn't matter. So that was bad parenting. I apologize. I apologize to her. My kids' opinions matter. I just was like, yeah, anyway. Just wanted to add that. We are actually adding, what else are we adding? You want to show them? Chicken bouillon cubes. Hannah was in charge of that.
I made a house. Mom, buy me a knife. Can you take a picture of the duck?
Yeah, is the duck your favorite? It's kicking good. Kicking? It's cooking good. And it's just occurred to me of what I should do. I should not do the chicken and dumplings tonight because tomorrow I have a much more relaxed evening because dance is all wrapped up. Haley used to have dance on Mondays and Wednesdays, but because they had the recital on Saturday, they get the summer break to have off. So tomorrow I actually don't have any cooking to do, which is good. So I'm going to do the chicken noodle soup tonight because all I'll have to do is pull half of that out, pull half of the broth and the chicken and all of that out for the chicken and dumplings. And then the half that's left over, I'll just add my noodles to, and that will be chicken noodle soup, and that will be fast because the noodles only take like 8 minutes to cook. So, woohoo! New plan. Not making chicken and dumplings tonight, we're making those tomorrow. And then, what's the rest of the menu this week? And then I took everyone's advice because a lot of people were saying to make homemade pizza. So on Thursday, we're going to make some homemade pizza out of, they're just going to be cheese pizzas. If I had planned it on the menu, I would have bought pepperoni. We don't really like a lot of toppings on our pizza anyway. So some of my kids would have chosen to do just cheese anyway. So we're going to be making homemade cheese pizzas on the 20th, which is Thursday. And they are all really excited about it. They saw that I had crossed off. It was supposed to be leftovers, which this works out better because I don't think we're going to have any leftovers because everybody liked the carrot rice bake really well. So there was just enough for us to have lunch today with that. And I know everybody likes chicken noodle soup, and I think everybody's going to like the chicken and dumplings. So 3 days in a row where I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have very many leftovers. And Friday is broccoli onion casserole, which no one's going to like except for me and Haley. But there's been some tears. So last night, the carrot and rice bake, Hannah was throwing a fit about it, but she likes it. But she was throwing a fit about it, and she just ate cheese last night because there's cheese on top of it. She only ate the cheese, and I'm like, I don't have anything else to feed you. Like, this is dinner. Like, it literally is dinner because normally I have a lot of, like, graham crackers and snacks and all of that. And after, like, week 2, the graham crackers and we had a few Pringles left on Sunday, and they were gone. So it took us 2 weeks to get through all of the snack food that I had bought, I guess. So anyway, that was kind of funny. And then on Saturday is cheese souffle, which I'm super excited to make because I got a super cute souffle dish just for that meal. So I hope we like souffle because I bought a dish for it. And then there's one more week, and then it's done. Then we're all done with this challenge. And I think I'm going to do our shopping trip on Saturday. So we will eat out on Saturday. Not this Saturday, but May 29th. Because we are going to need food for June anyway. And I think that will be a success that we didn't eat out. Because I think that I did get the groceries on April 29th. Let me look at the calendar really fast. I don't know why it matters to me. It just does. I wanted to make it a full month without going to the store. Yeah, because I went on Thursday while the kids were in school. And it was just me and Hannah and Emmett. So yeah, I went on April 29th for our shopping trip. So our next shopping trip will be May 29th. And I'm going to try and do this again. Maybe not milk and bread. Because, I don't know, it was kind of nice having frozen milk and just hopping out to the freezer to grab it. But I'm going to definitely get all of our spices, any of the meat that we need for the month. I'm gonna do that. We will be eating out more in June because mine and Ryan's anniversary. We have planned a fun little trip for ourselves. We haven't booked it just yet, but we have an idea of what we want to do. And it's also Caden's birthday, and it's also my birthday, and it's also my mom's birthday. So June is a really fun month in this household. So we'll probably be eating out quite a bit in June, but I will plan a menu again because this was really good and really helpful.
Welcome back to our channel, Ham's Little Homestead. Today we're going to be planting my orange seeds, and they have already broken open.
So let's show them really close. Levi wanted to do an experiment to see if he could sprout his seeds from a clementine.
Right here.
This is from a cutie, a little cutie orange. I don't have any because we're all out of them, but. So he is going to, what are you doing right now?
Putting soil in. Oh, that's too much.
It's okay. We can vacuum.
Yeah, this one's meant to get dirty since it's the paint room.
Well, I try and keep it as clean as possible, but it does get dirty. That's why we vacuum.
Yeah, and sometimes then it comes in here and pulls out plants out of soil.
Yeah. I think I would go a little bit higher, like right here. On both of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's better.
Since they're orange seeds, they'll grow into massive trees.
I'm not sure what's going to happen with this project. I didn't know that they would sprout. Okay, next thing you're going to do is make a hole about that big, okay? And then you put it carefully in. You want to show them your seeds up close? Are they in the... Don't pull them too...
Oh!
Did it break?
It's stuck.
Okay, just pull the paper towel out because we don't want to break the root. So we can plant the paper towel. That'll be just fine.
I can't believe it already did that. If we did this earlier, 1/12.
Yeah, I was thinking that was going to happen.
Wait, this one. This one.
That one's okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's show it close.
Root down or up?
Let me see. I would put the root down.
So, like that.
Yep, just like that.
Then bury it.
Very gently. Yep.
Okay.
These have just been in a dark cupboard. So, is the root really deep in that paper towel?
Yeah.
All right, just tear the paper towel and we'll bury it with the paper towel. Because you don't want to break that root. Okay, that's good. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, now make your hole.
That deep?
Yep. Oh, don't tear that off. Just plant it with it. Because if you tear it off, you might accidentally tear the root. All right.
The root might go back.
No, it won't. That's its taproot.
What's a taproot?
Trees have a taproot, and it's their main root. And the taproot goes deep, 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 deep down into the ground.
That's like the trunk.
No, it's not the tree trunk. But yeah, the tree trunk will grow up, so the taproot grows down, 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 just like the tree trunk is growing up. And the taproot grows way down in the soil. So that's why it's kind of hard to transplant trees because they get shocked when you try and cut their taproot. That's why they die if you try and move them. Make sense?
That's why if you cut a tree down at Christmas, it will grow back up.
No.
If you don't.
If you cut a Christmas tree down, it dies.
What if you don't cut it at its taproot?
I don't know. You could maybe dig down and try and dig the taproot out, but Christmas trees usually die when they get cut down.
Apple trees, if it dies in the winter, it isn't dead. It will keep growing. It just loses its leaves.
Yeah, as long as you don't cut it down. That's right. These are oranges, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen with this. We'll just keep putting them in bigger and bigger pots, and we'll probably have to leave them in our house because it gets too cold where we live for orange trees. If we lived in Tucson with your cousins, where it's nice and warm, remember I planted lemon trees and I gave it to them? Those lemon trees are growing.
What if these break out of the roof?
I don't know. We're just going to have to find out. All right. Let's clean up our mess. And we need to... Do you remember the last thing you need to do when you plant a seed?
Nope.
Water.
Water, yeah.
Okay. All right. Take the lid off for me. Levi wants me to show you how much water to water a seed when you first plant it. Ooh, let's put baggies on these. Where are my baggies? Labeling it.
Orange Levi's. Should be Levi's orange.
That's okay. Now, how much I usually water a seed right when I've planted it is maybe like 1/4 cup of water. Enough to get it nice and wet. Do you want to do the next one?
No.
Okay. Put your labels in. Ooh, I love how you did the parentheses. That's cool. All right, thanks for hanging out with us today. He's home! So what I haven't told you guys is that Ryan actually had to go on a work trip last minute, and so he actually has been eating out the last 2 days, and I actually had him send me pictures of what he was eating out to be totally honest with you guys that he ate out, but the rest of us, we have not eaten out. Well, Caden's gonna be eating out with a friend tomorrow at lunchtime for fun, but like as a family, we haven't gone out to eat anywhere, and we're doing pretty good on our no eating out challenge. So anyway, it was just funny that Ryan got to eat out. We were just passing a sign. We're on our way to Haley's kindergarten graduation, so it was funny that we were passing a sign of Buenavitos, I think that's how you say it, and that's a really good restaurant here in Holbrook, Arizona. If you've never eaten there, it's very good. So Buenavitos, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I still think I'm saying it wrong, but anyway, we passed the sign and I'm like, oh, that looks so good. I miss eating out so bad. And he's like, my tacos were really good. I was like, I know, I saw, because he sent me the pictures, so I'm going to post those pictures in here for you. And just wanted to be totally transparent on our challenge. But tonight, the chicken noodle soup turned out really yummy. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Bye.
Haley Humes.